This is a Tape Deck podcast.
Hello, and welcome back to Inside the Runner Studio. This is your host, Tom, and with me, as always, are Aaron, Michael, and Diana.
Hello.
Hello.
And we're joined by our friend, Brooke. Hey, Brooke.
Hello, everyone.
How are you doing?
Doing well. I'm a teacher, so jumping right back into the school year.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. And
that's right.
And we were just talking rocking the knob, so now we're all just pumped.
Are we? About Brooke doing the 10K
Yes.
while
Yes.
none of us are doing anything else.
Yeah, I am sad, but yes, I am excited for the people who are going.
Yeah, we'll be back. We promise.
Okay, it's the greatest, worst race ever.
Yes, it is. So, Brooke, you know the drill. We're going to ask you some running-related questions, some non-running related questions, and get to know you. But before we do you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Again, my name's Brooke. I am from near Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I'm a teacher, and I think this is like my 23rd year being a teacher. I used to run for
Wow.
punishment in sports growing up, and then I hit college and I started running for peace. And now it's just part of what I do. Along with, I am definitely a part of the Peloton family and the hardcore family. I use that a lot as well.
Nice.
And my favorite running partner that I go with often is my husband.
Great. Very nice to talk to you again. I know we met at Rockin' the Knob. Was that last year? Or was it the year before? I don't know. Everything runs together, but it was really cool to meet you. And Diana's going to kick us off with your first running-related question.
Yeah. Are you a morning, midday, or evening runner?
Definitely morning. I am up at 4:45. I have to get it done before school because after school, I'm so exhausted, nothing gets done.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Impressive.
I'm with you. Like, I feel like if I don't work out in the morning, then it doesn't happen. So,
But it's great whenever I almost feel like I don't even wake up. Like I get to school and I remember like, oh my goodness, I have 8,000 steps. That's right. I ran this morning. So I think I sleep halfway through the
That's fair. That's there you go. There you go.
That's funny. All right. Are you a trails or road runner? And why? And or you might be both, but which one is your favorite if you're both?
trails all the way. My husband Brad and I in 2020, we decided we were going to run through the year, and every month we did a half marathon. And I think 2 of them were maybe on the road, but once we started trails, we were addicted. It's so peaceful. It's relaxing. You do have to look at the ground, Tom, as you run. So you got to keep an eye for those rocks and roots. But
Terrifying.
we always run with at least one of like a walking stick, and that helps.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Or you just learn to embrace the fall.
You embrace the fall.
I fell this past weekend. It was fine. I survived.
That's true. You did. Yeah. Yeah.
Fall-
I did not.
Fall
I did not.
gracefully.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Tom, you would have had a heart attack. Somebody fell and hit their head at the race and had to go to the hospital.
Yeah. That one was bad. There was blood
That was
coming out of
blood.
their
Yeah,
head.
that was a
Oh
bad
my
one.
God.
They had a concussion.
Yeah. Throwing
for
up
sure.
everywhere.
They're
Yeah.
throwing up. Not good.
So what is your preferred race distance and why?
Halves. I think half marathons are perfect. You feel like you get something accomplished, but you can still move the next day.
Especially a trail half. I feel like a trail half is a great distance. Like you can race it or even if you hike it, you still feel good afterwards. I like that.
All right. Follow-up question. What percentage of trail halves are correctly distanced?
0.
None. 0. I mean,
Well, the ones that are U.S., the ones that are sanctioned by U.S. ATF have
are
to be
pretty
don't
close. They're pretty close.
I guess we
don't know.
ran once, and I thought, okay, I have 2 more miles to go, and I turned the corner and there was the finish line. It was only like 11 miles. And then you get some and they're 15 miles.
Yeah, that's a little short.
Yeah.
Now I ran.
Yeah, for sure.
We ran a 13.25K, if you can imagine. The conversion to that is at 8.233 miles. And my watch said 8.24 when I finished.
Wow.
That was US ATF though. that was a US ATF race.
But I couldn't believe it when we did the conversion.
Yeah, it was dead on.
All right, Brooke. Do you prefer winter or summer running?
I hate running in the heat. Hate it, hate it, hate it. I actually am a treadmill runner currently because it's very dark when I run, but I don't mind winter running. We ran a 4-hour race in the snow and ice, and it was like 14 degrees at the start of the race, and it was one of the best races ever.
I'm with you.
I like that.
I am with you 100%.
I can't
unless
believe
there's wind.
No one is addressing the fact that she said 14 degrees. I would rather die.
I'm with her. 14 degrees, as long as there's no that cutting wind that goes into you.
Absolutely
I would
not.
absolutely do a 14 degree.
You lost me at ice.
Did you wear spikes?
Oh yeah, we had yak tracks for the win. We ran with those, and we actually converted some of our old trail shoes into spike shoes. We used not drywall. We put some screws in the bottom of our shoes, and now they're permanent.
Okay.
But that
nice.
I like
nice.
it. Yep. I think Michael wanted to do that at one point.
It works. It works well. We ran a race at State College. It was literally 3 miles up a hill and 3 miles down a hill. And we had our yaks tracks with us. We weren't sure. And the entire thing was a sheet of ice. So here, Brad and I show up with all these runners from State College. They were runners, but we were blowing past them.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm sorry, we're just older and smarter because we have traction on our feet.
That's it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's great.
That's wild. Well, I know you said earlier that you run for peace, but as you're running, do you have a running mantra or something that keeps you going?
Pretty much just keep going. I think all of those Peloton mantras that you hear from the instructors over and over, I think I go through all of them in my brain, progress, not perfection.
Yes.
One foot in front of the other.
Yep.
And I have a tattoo on my forearm and it says, just breathe. So that helps me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. I like when people have tattoos with mantras on them.
Well, and I think Tom probably knows that song.
Is that Pearl Jam?
There it is. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Is it? Is that a Pearl Jam song?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Oh, yes, it is. I'm sorry, but David Matthews covered that randomly this past weekend. And it blew Dave Matthews Band fans' minds because he never covers that song. It's so random, but I love that song. It's a great song.
It is.
Who did you think sang it?
Faith Hill.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's it.
I can hear you
That's just called breathe. I think that's just called breathe.
I had a feeling. In my head when he said that, I was like, I feel like he's gonna say the country.
I couldn't
song.
even remember who it was, and it just popped into my head.
Oh my god,
so.
that's so funny.
It's a good
God.
try.
All right, moving on to our
Yeah.
moving on to our random questions. What is your favorite breakfast food?
I actually don't eat breakfast. I do the fasting thing, so I usually don't eat until late lunch. But right now I've got onto mushroom coffee. So I guess that would be considered my breakfast because I have that in the morning.
Oh,
Oh
interesting.
My coworker just switched to that, and she says I have to. She's like, Diana, you have to switch to the mushroom coffee. I don't know if I can do it.
It does not taste like coffee. Truth be told, I don't even know what it tastes like, but I've acquired the taste, and it does.
I was like, does it taste like mushrooms?
It tastes like pig poop.
There it is. There it is.
There's the
There it is.
honesty. There's the honesty right
Oh
there.
my god.
See, she was trying to con me, and she's like, "It's good."
Now you can
gosh.
tell her. I heard that it tastes like pig poop.
Pig poop. Well, I'm 45, and whatever makes my stomach feel good, and the coffee just wasn't doing it anymore. So I guess I just have
that's
to
fair.
move on.
That's fair. So, if you were a superhero, what would you want your superpower to be?
I think I would want to have the power of healing things, healing people,
Good one.
just overall making people feel better.
I like that a lot.
Do you have a reoccurring dream or nightmare?
I used to have one growing up, and I don't know why it's still stuck in my brain. And it's so stupid. I'm in my aunt's house, and I'm on this huge big wheel, and I'm just in an empty room on a big wheel. I have no clue what it means, but like that's just one dream that I know I've had over and over. I mean, it's not a nightmare, but I don't know what it means.
Have you seen The
Interesting.
Shining?
Yes, I have. It does sort of feel like that.
Did your aunt by chance live in a giant hotel?
No, thankfully.
All right. Ooh. Fancy dinner or hole in the wall with great local food?
Absolutely hole in the wall with great food. And talking about rocking the knob, their little lodge there has some of the best, worst food ever. They have a white pizza there that is to die for.
Oh,
Ooh.
interesting.
We've actually never eaten
We
there.
have never eaten there. Yeah. It's because we always stay just outside.
Yeah. We have to stay at the lodge next year.
Do we?
I hear the
I don't
beds
know.
are really,
I've
really
heard
soft.
the beds are really, really amazing.
Well, I think it depends on what kind of unit you get.
Well, they were stayed in the official
Oh,
lodge.
Because somebody, Melanie stayed there too, I think, and she said they were good.
No, Melanie was the one that said it was like the worst night's sleep she's ever
Oh.
gotten in her entire life.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind. That's right.
Yep.
Scratch that.
Do you guys normally stay at the lodge?
Yeah. Brad's cousin has a few places there. So we normally stay in one of their places. So the beds are very comfortable.
Okay.
But I think last year.
That's
Okay.
who said the beds were good. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Last year we had to stay in somebody else's, and we just, reserved it, and it was great.
Well, I think that they stayed at the official like resort lodge where like they booked it through like because I once booked it through like whatever the lodging place is, but you can book like the different condos that are owned by different people. So I guess maybe that's the way to go
Yeah.
is not through like the Blue whatever Ridge whatever it's called resort.
Yeah, I would definitely say like I don't know if it's Airbnb or VRBO or one of those things, but that's what we tend to always use. And
Yeah.
they are good.
All right, we'll have
There
to
we
try
go.
that and then eat at
There we go.
the white
Yes.
pizza at the lodge then.
Agreed.
Perfect.
All right. Do you prefer the solitude of the wilderness or the bustle of a city? I feel like I'm going to know the answer to this.
I think it depends. Although one of my favorite places is in the cabin in the woods, sitting on the front porch,
Yeah.
just in a sweatshirt, enjoying it all. Bustle of the city is good for short stints,
All right.
but I don't think I could stay there too long.
Makes sense.
See, that's why I want to live someplace like Vancouver,
Where you have
where
both.
you have the city, the mountains, the beach, and the sea.
There you go. Look at that.
Perfection. That would be perfect.
So we're going to head into the James Lipton questions. And we start out with, what is your favorite word?
No, it took me until I was...
Okay,
like
nice
it.
and simple.
Yep. It took me until I was 40 to use my no to protect my yes. I always tell people if your answer isn't hell yes,
Yeah.
then it's a hard no.
I
Nice.
love
I like it.
that.
That's fantastic.
What is your least favorite word?
Can't. Either people telling me I can't do something or someone telling me they can't do something.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Brooke. Other than the incredible 1990s metal band formed in Los Angeles called Tool, what it turns you on?
He has 2 thumbs and it's this guy.
There it is. That's all I wanted.
There it was.
That's great.
I love it. I love it. Oh, that brought me a lot of joy.
Well, and with that, I will say confidence.
I love it.
As
Love
someone
it.
in this room
Fantastic.
has.
I love it.
And what turns you off?
2 thumbs and it's this guy.
That's brilliant.
Oh my.
God.
Helplessness. Whenever people don't try to do things and just, I see it a lot in school.
Yeah.
Just get it done and do it.
That's a good one. I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Yep. What sound or noise do you love?
I live in the woods and just the bugs at night and all the insects and all that peaceful. It's quiet noise to me, but to somebody who's not used to it, it would be probably noisy to them. So I will say that nighttime sound in the woods.
The next question is, what sound or noise do you hate?
So a noise I hate is cats meowing in the background while doing a podcast.
That's me too.
What are your cats doing? They're crazy.
They're insane. They're insane.
They are going absolutely nuts because it is time for them to eat.
Oh, God.
Okay. Now, truth be told, crying babies. I'm not a baby person.
We had one on a flight back from Portland.
We did
last week.
Oh gosh. All right. What is your favorite curse word?
Oh, I've heard a lot of people use this one as their favorite, and it's definitely
Yeah.
A lot of people use it.
Yep. Absolutely.
and you would be shocked at how many times that comes out of a teacher's mouth at school. I mean, it's amazing.
Oh,
Gosh. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
I would love to live my life and earn a paycheck being a Peloton instructor. Those people are well
that's
taken
great.
care of. They get to work out. They got a masseuse. They've got a nutritionist. Like, they've got it all.
Follow-up question. Who's her favorite Peloton instructor?
I think it depends what I'm doing. If for running, I like Jess Sims. I like Ferguson if I'm doing a longer run walk. Robin if I want my ass kicked. Lifting wise, I've been doing Callie and Ben Aldis. I love all the DJ runs. They're fun with Adrian.
Oh, I like DJ runs or rides.
Yes, they're fun. Like whenever you just need to just get out of your head. Tomorrow morning, I'm doing the Barbie. Marcel has a Barbie run, a 30-minute Barbie run. So I'm going to do that tomorrow.
What profession would you not like to attempt?
I know I am a teacher, but I would not want to be a school administrator. Like the people in charge. I mean, just this week, I had to call the principal out 3 times to deal with parents because above my pay grade, don't want to deal with it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right, Brooke. I get the privilege of asking you our final question, but before I do, thank you very much for being with us. So, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
You made your family proud and they are waiting for you.
That's great.
Sentimental. I love all the different variety of answers to this question.
Is there anything that you'd like to plug? Any shout outs you'd like to give?
As you probably know, I'm horrible on social media. I don't really use it other than to find my Peloton workouts, and I don't really do social media too much. So, nope. I'll plug you, though. It's a great podcast. If you haven't listened to all of them, go back and listen to all of them. It's definitely worth it.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Well, Brooke, thank you. Brooke, thank you very much for being with us. We really appreciate it. And I'm going to go ahead and sign us off and say, we will talk later.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, they're recording us? So they can put this in their bloopers?
They can. What do you want to tell them, honey?
We can make it out. They can put it in our bloopers.
No, let's not do that. Stop it.
Nice.
Come on.
We're
Not that kind of
leaving
podcast.
that.
That stays in.
Uh,
It could be.